Fan Show. We're back here. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got Miss Leigh here. Miss Leigh, how was your day? Everything going good?
Hey guys, well, I took my mom to the eye doctor today. That was a 3.5 hour visit.
Well, I mean, yeah, I know that it gets, with visits at the doctor's offices and everything like that. You always think, well, I can get in and out. Sometimes you do get in and out. Sometimes you don't. You know that.
F- 5,382 tests later.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to be at the pool. Like tomorrow, I've got one appointment in the morning for physical therapy for my hand, and then I told my mom I am off limits for the rest of the day. If it's nice, I want to go to the pool. But since I said that, it'll rain. What's up, Mercury? Hey, Carl.
There you go, Mercury. Hey, Carl. Everybody, thank you for being on here. Yeah, whoop whoop, Mercury. But I mean, there's not a lot of things going on right now.
What's
We're
up,
just gonna,
Otis?
yeah, Otis, thank you. We're just on here to answer some questions. Y'all ask anything. A topic that I was wanting to kind of talk about is like our. What do you think our toughest non-conference schedule game will be? We've got St. John's, Louisville, Gonzaga, Michigan State, Indiana. I'm not going to include the Purdue Georgetown game because those are exhibition games, But out of the St. John's, Louisville, Gonzaga, Michigan State, Indiana game, which Miss Leigh, which one would you think is going to be our toughest?
Honestly, this year, for some reason, I'm thinking Michigan State.
Well, I mean that's a game that we're playing in Madison Square Garden, and
Yes.
it's going to be, we always have a good crowd for playing in Madison Square Garden, and that's a great venue. And we're going to probably, I believe, play the second game, and that'll be a late game for
Yeah.
Kentucky anyhow. But the other, I think Michigan State's going to be a good opponent. I mean, Tom Izzo every year is. Hey, I mean, they was in the Elite Eight last year, so.
Yeah. So that's why I think, in my mind, that's who I would go with. I think Gonzaga, I think after last year, I think Pope knows how to get around them. I
Well,
think he. I think he really, I mean, he called a play and said, do this. And we did exactly what he said.
yeah.
So, St. John's, Otis. Yeah. I mean,
Well, the true road game that we're going to have is at the Yum Center, playing against Louisville. So
dumb center.
yeah, well, I mean that's going to be that's going to be a pretty good game. I think both teams maybe at that time might be ranked in the top 10.
I'm going to try to go to that since I'm so close.
Well, yeah.
I'm 5 minutes away. I'm going to try to go to that Loserville game. I'm going to work on it.
But I mean,
I'm already messaging people going, hey, if you get tickets, so.
yeah. I mean, St. John's, that's going to be, we're going to be playing that game in Atlanta. And that's going to be a great game also. I mean, I know people have been saying, St. John's, Michigan State. I haven't seen anybody say Louisville yet, but, we got Gonzaga in Nashville.
Peanut said at Louisville that
Yeah.
the crowd's probably going to be 50-50, and that's probably right.
Well, the thing that was funny this week, did everybody see that when the recruit Shauna Fuhrer went to Louisville, and he said that Trey Mitchell said that Louisville fans was the best fans in the nation, and all that got blown out of proportion. That,
oh yeah,
and then everybody after that, even Trey Mitchell put down LOL emojis and said this was not what I actually said.
He said they had a good fan base.
Good fan base.
Say great. He didn't say the best, because we all know who that is.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you look at Trey Mitchell when he played in Kentucky, okay, when they played against Louisville, I could probably on my hands get the amount of wins that Louisville had that year. I think they only won 8 games that year.
Yeah,
So their fan base was not that great that year, anyhow.
it was 12 wins in 2 years, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Fighting with the
I think
players.
we've got a tough non-conference schedule, and
We do.
I haven't even seen the SEC hasn't been out yet of what we're gonna what teams the first 2 or 3 games, everything like that. But I believe it's going to be a great non-conference, great conference schedule for Kentucky this year. And
Yeah, I do
we
too.
can do the L's down. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see Duke come to Rupp Arena.
Oh yeah.
I've heard controversial statements from different people saying it might not be Duke. It could be like maybe North Carolina, NC State, Miami, but we've already played Miami.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to play Miami. I don't want to play Clemson because we played them last year. I
Right.
want to play Duke or North Carolina, one of those 2 teams.
Yeah, I would prefer the two. I would like to see Duke come to Rupp.
Yeah, I
With,
would too.
with especially with this team because I think this team could make a lot of people forget about that one shot that we don't talk about.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Yeah.
But beating them in Rupp would be choice.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Peanut was talking about Trey Mitchell. Yeah. Yeah. They got beat by Oakland. So
Give me Duke, right?
give me Duke. Yeah. I would love that. I saw that a lot of people they was talking about Otega is this summer he's going to be working on his jump shot of not having that little hitch that he had, and hopefully everything's going to go good with that. I saw Aberdeen is on campus now. He got there today. And,
Number one, he's gonna wear number one.
Gonna be
His locker. They were showing pictures, and Jaylen Lowe put out a video about he's here.
Yeah.
And it's let's get number 9. So
Yeah. So I mean, it's slow right now, but I mean, we still got exciting news we're talking about. Mercury, he was talking about, Duke would erupt. I mean, Rupp would be, crazy if Duke came, here and played a home game here in Kentucky. Because as far as I know, they've never played a home game against Duke here. I know we have played in Cameron.
Right. Oh, we would totally blow the roof off of Rupp.
Well, Carl's saying the same thing. I've heard a lot of people say that Duke is trying to dodge this game because they do not want to come to Rupp Arena for the first game of the ACC SEC Challenge. Their first games playing.
Right, and I mean I don't doubt that one bit.
Yeah,
I really don't, because I mean if you're scared, say you're scared.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They don't want to come to them. That would be the most hostile environment they could ever go into.
Well, it's
just not. There's some things that you just never let go of.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Duke has never played in Rupp Arena, and Rupp Arena would be it would be the most outstanding. The ticket prices would be crazy. It's going to be an outstanding game, and those fans, I'm hoping this will not affect with the the older fans. I hope they get into it and support the team the way that the older fans ought to be doing anyhow.
Let me just say, as part of the older fans,
Well, yeah, we're both older. Yeah.
But the older fans remember that. The younger fans don't. So I think the older fans still carry that grudge. That might be the one time we actually see the older fans really getting into a game.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
My wish for the rest of the schedule is Duke, Utah Valley, and Murray State.
Well, we don't have Utah Valley and Murray State on the schedule this year, but it could be a possibility in the upcoming years.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah,
I mean that's one that could be added at the beginning of the year.
Well, it could, yeah, this year could be added. Yeah, I mean, Utah Valley is where Pope was at,
Yep.
before he was at BYU. So, and everybody's always been talking about us playing Murray State. I don't
Right.
know that we've ever played Murray State in a regular season game. As far as I know, maybe it might have been in the NCAA tournament, but not a regular season game.
Right, right. I don't think we've ever played them in a regular season game. Mercury said, "I guess I'm old."
Well, hey, we're all old, but we're old Kentucky fans. We love this team. We're always going to be there, and for all the fans that's on here, we're here for you. Miss Leigh, we're here for you. Hit that subscribe, like button, for the BBN Fan Show, and
share us.
And share it with everybody. Just tell your neighbor. Tell I know Mercury's out there on the road all the time. He's at truck stops and everything. He just tell everybody, Mercury.
Yeah, tell the other truck drivers that it's something they can listen to while they're out there on the road. And we hope you stay safe and have safe travels out there too, by the way.
What about okay, you want to talk about a little bit about Jaylen Lowe then?
Yes, shall we?
Let's do that. Yeah. I mean, Jaylen Lowe, he's from, transfer from Pittsburgh. He'll be a junior this year, which he's got 2 more years. I don't see that he'd be a pro player unless it just hits off real crazy for him this year. I think he'll be a 2-year player. He is one of the probably going to be a point guard starting. He'd probably be our point guard.
I believe that. I believe that he would be the starting point guard.
He's 6'3". They list him at 180. He could be a little bit more towards the end of this summer and building up and maybe get 190 pounds, something like that. But, he's going to wear number 15. So, that's a good number. I think Jeff Zeppert wore number 15.
Yeah, he sure did.
So with what you saw from Pittsburgh transferring over into Kentucky, what do you see his potential?
Well, I guess, my thing with him, he had 836 points. He averaged 13 points a game. He's a rebounder. He's a solid rebounder. Yeah. He likes to play at the rim, which is something we need more of, that physicality at the rim. Like we've talked about before, you're not going to get guys to commit fouls if you're not going to the rim. Mm-hmm. Because, they're not going to touch you out there unless they're just, it's a fluke thing. If you're trying to shoot a 3, they're not going to touch you. But if you need those points and you're going down to it, it's time to fight in the paint. And Jaylen Lowe is going to be, I think his defense needs a little bit of work. I think he's a little slow on defense, but I think once he gets on campus, starts working out with the team, put John Wall in there, since he's going to practice with the team. And I think he'll come into it. I think it'll improve.
Yeah. Well, I do. I see Peanut and I've seen, everybody, there's still a chance that Jasper starts at the second guard. I'm not saying that Aberdeen is going to start over top of Johnson. It's going to be who does the best in the summer and what Pope and them think is best. I know that Otega is going to start at the 3, guaranteed. Yeah. But right now, Jasper is a combo guard. He can play point guard. He can play, shooting guard. So, that's all in his repertoire that he can actually do whatever he wants. He can play the 1, 2, or 3.
Right. And I also think that, like, say this guy starts this game. Depending on who we're up against the next game, there might be somebody better suited to play to start. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who we're playing against. Because this guy might do better defending this player, defending against this player. Whereas in the next team, the next game, it might be a totally different person that they got to go up against, and somebody else handles that better. So
Yeah,
I think besides earning the position, I think it depends on who we're playing against.
yeah, that is true. And like, I mean, even Peanut said Lowe could not defend in the ACC. That a lot of that was because of the team that he was on. He was always guarding the best player, and it was always up to him to do everything plus guard the best player. And there's situations you get tired, and you're on the court for 35, 37, 40 minutes a game. It's hard to defend like that a full game.
Well, he averaged 3.75 rebounds a game. So
Mm-hmm.
I think surrounded by the right players that are taking some of that pressure off of him and
Yeah,
letting him get around a little bit better and not have to do most of the work, I think that's going to make a difference. I think we're going to
yeah,
see that go
I
up.
think his impact's going to be a lot better because he's not going to have to do as much at Kentucky as he did at Pittsburgh, and
Right.
he'll be a fresher player throughout the whole game.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's going to get better. I do.
But
I'm
yeah,
excited. I'm
yeah, I,
excited for him.
yeah, he's going to be a spectacular player. I mean, he does a lot of things. I mean, his assist ratio is great. I mean,
4.3.
yeah, 4.3, I mean, he is going to find a lot more open players here at Kentucky this year because of the offense being a lot wide open than it was at Pittsburgh, and we're the caliber players that we're going to have at Kentucky this year that he is going to be able to feed off of.
Right. He played point and shooting. We need it. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Otis,
Mhm.
you're right. And I really think that he's going to be a I think he's going to be a pivotal player. Like I think he's going to
Mhm.
make or break some of these games.
Yeah, Otis was saying Braden Hawthorne. I'm not pushing him out and saying he's not going to play a lot of minutes this year. He could play 5-10 minutes a game, but he is going to be one of those wing players that I think is going to benefit Kentucky to be able to bring in, and he's basically our 14th player that committed to Kentucky was on that's on the roster right now.
Yeah, and I think there's more of a chance, I think he will really develop, and I think we've got a good 3 years with him possibly.
Yeah, yeah.
At least I would say three. Get him 1 year to start getting into it. Second year, start building on that, and if he stayed a third year, I think he would really be something.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think Big, he was talking about will he get better on the defense due to those around him? Yeah.
Yes.
And you're always a better defender when you got good defenders around you. But if you're the only one out there playing defense and everybody is just like Olay and let you go by them, then it looks bad on you.
Right, right. And I think you have to be cohesive as a team. And I just think
Mhm.
that under Mark Pope, I think the team just fits well because he handpicks pretty much his players. And I think that the team he gets guys that just fit well.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any problems with what Mark Pope has done. He has done a magnificent job, perfect fit for Kentucky. He will never leave this university until he probably wants to retire. And if he keeps on bringing in recruiting classes like this, he's going to be in the top 10, top 5 every year. Uh, you know,
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, and this is his plan, four
mhm.
players, four, four, and two, that's or four, four, and six. That's what he wants.
Yeah,
He wants four veterans, four guys that are going to transfer at least, and then you've got or six, then you've got your freshmen.
mhm.
So I just think the mix he's got it's the right recipe for it.
Yeah, I believe so. I saw an update on Yelovitz Jelly. I think their season might be done now.
I think I saw that it was, and isn't he? I think he's expected to be on campus in like a
Pre-
week or two.
He did have a good game their last game. He had 20 points, 14 rebounds, 2 blocks in just 32 minutes of play. And, I heard all the players will be on campus this month, mid-June.
The
So
16th, 17th, or something.
Yeah. I mean, Aberdeen got there today and was showing pictures of his locker and everything. So
And Jalen's there.
And Jalen's there. JQ, he's there. So practices are going to be starting up, pretty soon, around probably about July.
Right. Otis says you think BG and JQ will be on the floor together in the lineup. That's possible.
They could, both of them can be on the same on the floor at the same time.
Yeah, and I think if they were, I think that could create some chaos for the other team.
I believe BG Brandon Garrison would be down low and let JQ be out on the perimeter because I think he can shoot the 3 a little bit better. Brandon Garrison's hit a lot of good 3s last year.
He has.
So
really
I mean,
has.
both of them can go back and forth, playing that center position or being like the power forward, swing forward.
Right, and they would share that responsibility. And if one's doing better in one spot, leave him there. If can't forget Moreno.
No, we're not forgetting. He's going to be. He'll play some minutes. I think it's going to be Brandon Garrison has already said that he's taken him under his wing, had been talking to him, is going to get him ready for the college game this summer. And, Malachi Moreno is going to be a good – I mean, he was a McDonald's All-American. I mean, he can play this game.
Yeah. He could. And I guess we just have to see. And we won't really know anything till summer starts.
No.
Summer practices and we start hearing how they're doing and seeing clips of things. We really won't know. Do we have so many guys that it's easy to forget someone?
Oh, Cam Williams. I keep forgetting Cam Williams.
Don't forget Cam Williams.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at the roster and you're going down and you're seeing all these players, but I know Cam Williams has probably got one of the prettiest shots that any player Kentucky has coming from Tulane, and he is just a sophomore.
I know. I'm excited for him because I think we'll have him for 2 years for sure.
Yeah, I believe 2 years.
And until I see him a couple of times, it's like, okay, who else am I missing? When you start naming the players, it's like,
I mean, we
and then Mo.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that me and you have not mentioned Kool Mo D, Muhammad Diabate, and everybody's talking how well he's going to transcend to being a good player for Kentucky. And Mark Pope this year from Alabama. We've took a player from Alabama. We've took Aberdeen from Florida. We've taken players from West Virginia, Arizona State, Pittsburgh, Tulane. So Pope's not missing it. He's hitting it on all cylinders of getting all these players.
He really is. And hey, lady bass player, how you doing?
Good. Oh, well, hey, Carl.
Good to see you in here.
Carl said he just got a new tattoo this past week.
Nice. A new UK tattoo. That's even better.
New UK tattoo, yeah.
That's even better. Way to go, Carl. BG can be good for stretch 4 for us. Yeah, he really can.
Yeah.
Aberdeen going to be number 1. Okay, so Aberdeen.
Yeah, he is wearing number 1.
And Jaylen Lowe is 15.
15. Yeah.
So that's the only 2 that we know for sure. Right. I'm sure Owe will be double zero again.
I've got the Owe is 00. Garrison's going to be wearing 10. Colin Chandler's got 5.
Okay.
Trent Noah's still having 9.
All right.
Reese Potter's wearing 35. Jasper Johnson's wearing number 2. Moreno is 24. Denzel Aberdeen, we was saying number 1. Cam Williams is wearing number 3. Lowe is 15. Diabate Kumo D is number 23. JQ 21. Yelovich Jelly is number 4.
Okay.
Braid and Hawthorne, I don't know what number he's going to wear.
Okay.
That came. He signed with Kentucky after I had that list.
Okay. Well, thank you for the rundown on that, because I hadn't heard other than the ones we just talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Jelly's wearing 4. Yeah.
Number 4. Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Players. We don't have a 5. Then you jump to 9 and 10. Then everything else just goes up, above that. But
right. And we got 0 through 5.
Well, yeah, 00.
I cannot wait to see him back on the floor again. Oh my gosh!
With him talking about today that the thing is he's going to work on this summer is his jump shot, and he's going to be so much better. And like we was talking the other night, Monday night, I don't think, unless it's some kind of a crazy game, I don't see that he'll or any of the starters play more than 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's about right. I don't see anybody going more than that. Who is?
We don't have Moreno. Moreno is 24.
What's up, Watchdog? Welcome. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Hawthorne wore 2, so maybe he'll wear 22. That's possible.
He could, yeah. 24 is Moreno. Yeah.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit on one recruit, and I still think we're like in like the number 1 seat, but it's Ty Kenny. He's visiting Louisville this weekend, and the thing is, he signed a NIL deal with Adidas.
Yeah,
and Louisville and Kansas is Adidas, but he also, I heard Oregon and maybe another team, but I still think Kentucky's in a good situation. So if everybody sees that he signed with Adidas and things, that just doesn't mean that Kentucky's a Nike school and he's not going to go to Kentucky.
Right. I mean, that can always change. Chris, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you.
So what, with Otega coming back, Miss Leigh, you think that Otega could be in the conversation for Player of the Year, or just maybe an All-American?
If he plays, if he has taken criticism and pointers from the NBA, and he applies that, and still keeps the same fire and the drive and plays like he did, and just builds on that, I think he could be Player of the Year.
Yeah, I think he could. I believe in the SEC, he's going to be probably Player of the Year.
That's what I'm talking. Yeah.
Yeah. All-American, overall, I think he is. I think maybe a lot of it is maybe going to not take him down. It's going to hinder, because our perimeter, our front court is so good. You got Lowe, Aberdeen, Williams, Chandler, Johnson, Noah, and then Otega. He might not have to worry about scoring 15, 16 a game.
No, but I think he's got potential to be the SEC Player of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
I think he will be the front runner in the SEC 100%.
Yeah.
Because I don't see anybody that has the kind of games he does. I mean, 20-something points into, nobody who does that.
Yeah, there's I don't see a lot of players coming back from the SEC on any team right now that's going to score what Otega can score when he he's on his game, or when he is needed for that game.
Oh, when he needs to step up, he really did. Yeah. I mean, The man's a beast. Like there were times I was like, he's not even human. Like he can't be.
Yeah.
He's a complete machine. When he gets that focus, he's a machine.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this season.
I am too.
There, it, I know these. I don't know if anybody around Kentucky is getting these cicadas that we
I don't
have
have
around
any.
here. Oh my! It is like blowing my mind, ears, everything out. You walk outside, and that's all you hear is that loud squeaking noise. And they're flying everywhere. They're all over your back of your neck, on your head when you're trying to cut grass. It's crazy.
We've had them previously, like a couple years ago, and I can remember driving down certain roads and just hear them, and they weren't as bad over here. But we had a few out here, but I haven't seen any anywhere around here. Like
Well, that
driving today, I didn't hear any. I think they didn't want to go to Indiana. They just
maybe not.
stopped.
I don't know where if it's select areas that they just come out, sporadically or whatever. But yeah, it is pretty bad up here.
Mhm.
They said in the next 4 or 5, 6 days they're only supposed to be around for like 21 days.
Right, and haven't seen any up here. Peanut said they're insane on south side of Lexington, not a peep on the east side.
Well,
Wow.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess it's selected areas. I don't know.
They I don't know. Maybe they're just like, yeah, I'm not going over there. I love that they are sleeping on UK at preseason number 10. Keep sleeping, CBS Sports. Chris, you know what happens when they sleep on us?
Yeah,
We have some of our best games.
yeah. I've seen us from number 3. I've seen us to number 7, to number 8, to 10. I'm happy being a top 10 team. Don't put
Yeah.
us number 1. Don't put us number 2, 3,
Nope.
whatever. Leave us around 8, 9, and we'll just be a great team, because you see what we did last year when we was ranked like 21st starting out in the season, and then we jumped up to like 14th, and then we was already up to number 4. We went back down, but this is a Pope team that this year there's going to be a lot better aspects of his game that he can be able to put out there along with the better players that he has.
Right. Are you shocked Tennessee is ahead of us? Yes,
I didn't.
because I don't think they should be ahead of us.
No,
I think
Tennessee.
we're stacked. They lost um what's his name?
You talking about
Ziegler.
Ziegler?
They lost Ziegler. I don't think they're ahead of us. I think they should be
Yeah, that I
probably.
don't. I have not seen Tennessee ranked ahead of Kentucky.
They are. Andy Katz did it.
Well, that's Andy Katz. Yeah,
I know. Andy Katz. What is Andy
he's
Katz?
a troller
Who
for
is
Kentucky anyhow. He
who?
don't like Kentucky.
Who is she? Who is she?
Who?
Never heard of
No,
her.
Andy Katz.
I know. I'm being silly.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is
Hey,
she?
did you see
Never
what
heard of
the
her.
did you see what the NCAA told Ziegler about his trying to get a 5th year playing? NCAA told him go get a job.
Yep. Yep. Go get a job.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I mean,
should go to Croatia and play over there.
yeah.
Go to Spain. I'm sure they'll take you.
Yeah, he's gonna make good money over there. I don't know why he's always want. I guess he just wants to stay at home in Tennessee and not leave the house or his dorm room or whatever it is.
He's just butthurt.
Yeah,
He is for real. We need to be top 5. The champion has been alternating between preseason top 5, preseason below 15 for
well,
15.
I don't believe we could be a top 5 team coming out. That's what the rankings. I would say I would rather be in the top, just the lower part of the top 10, and then we can work our way back up.
I'd like to be number 7.
Yeah, number 7. That's fine with me. Anywhere in the top 10 below number 5.
Because I think that takes the pressure off of the freshmen and the team as far as, oh, we have to stay here now.
Yeah,
If you start out at number 1 or 2, it's more pressure to keep 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Then if you start at like 7 and you're like, okay, we got this, and then you keep progressing and then you knock the other people out of
Yeah.
1 or 2. I think that it's less pressure if you're not 1 or 2.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I think Kentucky is one of those teams that once they get to, number 7, if they're starting at number 7, if they did drop, if they lost a game or something and they drop to like number 11, they're a team that can get back up to number 7 easily. And but there's a lot of teams in the top 10 that maybe is ranked higher than Kentucky, that their conference is not as hard as Kentucky's conference is. And,
Right.
If they did lose a lot of games, they can't make it up because they're not playing against tough teams. Kentucky's going to be playing against tough teams all the way from the beginning of non-conference all the way through the end of SEC conference.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Chandler or Trent having a better sophomore season, I'm 100% Chandler.
I'm going to say Chandler. I mean, we're sleeping on, Trent Noah, but he's going to help out. He's going to be that dog on the court that he's going to give everything he can.
I'm not saying that Noah's not going to make good plays.
Yeah.
But I think Colin Chandler, I think the end of last season, he really started coming back into it because, he took 2 years off to go on a mission trip.
Mm-hmm.
So, in case you didn't know that, in case nobody knew that. But I really think that he started coming back into it because he was making some really good plays. He made a few good shots. Like, I think Colin Chandler's going to have a better season.
I believe Colin Chandler will. Yeah, but I mean, when Trent Noah's on the court, he's going to give you everything. It's not going to be like a lower level. You bring him in, and then there's 4 players that's got to pick him up. He's going to be able to hold his own. And,
for sure.
I mean, it's like Watchdog 33. We're stacked too deep every position.
We are.
And we're probably we're the deepest basketball team in college basketball right now.
Oh, I agree. Otis, Trent, we do. Noah does need to get stronger. And honestly, we have like half the team needs to put on weight.
Yeah.
I think half of our team needs to gain 10, 15 pounds. Some of them could use 20.
Yeah.
They're skinny.
Yeah, Braden Hawthorne, he needs to put about 30 pounds on.
Somebody give that boy about 20 cheeseburgers.
Yeah, he needs to do a Melvin Turpin, eat 6 or 8 Big Macs a day.
Yes. I hope he likes Big Macs.
Yeah.
If Trent adds more muscle with his frame, watch out. Oh, yeah, for sure. Trent's got the frame.
Yeah, he does.
Just needs to add that muscle onto, more muscle, because then he could get in there and bang with the best of them underneath the rim.
Yeah.
But right now, he just needs that more physicality. He'll be like another Fieldhouse. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
That's true. Yeah. Fieldhouse, he had a good physique to him. He could get down, and even though he wasn't like 6'11", 7 foot, he for 6'6", 6'7", he could bang with a lot of the players.
Yeah, he could, and I do think Trent. If you stop and you look at Trent, he's proportioned right. He just has to build that muscle on top. Carl said everybody better get their couches ready to burn this season.
Hey, I've got one. I know I've got one.
I can't burn one here. The fire department's like right there, and I don't think the condo association would appreciate it if I, lit a couch on fire.
No, yeah, that wouldn't be good. Yeah.
I'd be like, look, it's a controlled burn. The fire department's right there. Maybe I should ask them if I can do it in their parking lot and they could use it as a training exercise.
I saw I saw Mercury was talking and said give him some L8. Does L8 have a lot of calories or whatever that besides other drinks? Or I didn't understand that, but
probably.
No, I mean maybe he's just making the comment because of 21 always talking about L8s.
Wait, somebody said, guess what Trent Noah has in what? Oh, guess what Trent Noah has in common with Kobe Bryant? Oh my gosh, I'm afraid to ask. But,
I don't
can't.
know.
I can only see half of it. Braden reminded me of Kevin Durant. Jelly will surprise everyone. Jelly's going to be a beast, I think.
Yeah,
120 calories, that's nothing.
yeah.
What Trent Noah has in common with Kobe Bryant and Devin Booker.
I don't know with that. With Kobe Bryant and Devin Booker, I don't.
I mean, Devin Booker's the only one that had young girls licking his door handles on his car.
Well, yeah, that I mean that was true. I don't know if Trent Noah's got that going on.
That was gross. Noah has a shorter wingspan and his height like Bray. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Well, and they're both deadly shooters. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
total sense. 30 milligrams of sugar and 120 calories. 120 calories is not that much. He needs to like I don't know, milkshakes every day.
Yeah. Milkshakes,
You-
Big Macs. Yeah.
Oh, Chris, don't worry because we've talked about this and my take on the egos is Mark Pope doesn't do egos.
Yeah.
And egos say that you're playing for yourself and not the name on the jersey and the fan base. So
Yeah.
Mark Pope wouldn't take anybody, I don't believe, that is not anybody he sees as an issue. I don't think he would do it. I
No,
don't think
I
he would take anybody that has a potential for an ego. And he never promises anybody playing time or starting time. He he tells them you earn it. If you earn it, you'll start. And so I don't think that egos are going to be a problem.
no, I don't think it's going to be any problem. I think, like Big Mike had said one time we was talking, leave your egos at the door. And this team, within NIL, everybody's getting paid to play now. These players, they know what Pope has told them. You might not play significant minutes this year, but next year, and we've done the 2-year deals with like Brandon Garrison and a couple other players that not mentioned, but these players know they might not play this much this year. They're going to play a lot next year, and
Right.
they can still contribute to a national championship team this year and make money. So there's not going to be any locker room problems, nothing, anything like that.
Exactly. And Mercury, yeah, prime example, Lamar Wilkerson. Like
Yeah.
we see what happened with him. So yeah.
Well, did you see that Indiana hired San Diego State's former assistant coach to come to
Yes.
Indiana? So don't tell me that wasn't like a little bit of agreement type of thing.
You know
That
it was.
yeah, and he's saying, well, I didn't want to be the man. Or I didn't want to be just a regular player. I wanted to be the man. Well, he probably just said that because I believe Indiana stepped in and did that to make it to where they would be able to get Wilkerson.
I agree. I think there was some kind of funny business going on with that whole situation. But
But I'm glad we didn't get him. I'm glad we didn't get him now.
my milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard.
Goodness gracious. Wow. Yeah, there we go, Peanut. Oh, wow.
And you're right, Charlie. It's not what you eat, it's the weight room. But they need the protein to
Yeah.
be able to build it into muscle. So I mean, feed them fish. I don't know. You're going to Lexington Saturday morning? Oh, that
Oh,
would be
this coming
cool.
Saturday morning?
Y'all, Big Mike's gonna try to come to Lexington Saturday morning. So
That'd be awesome.
I would love to see you Saturday, but I can't just get up and leave my mama.
Are you going to meet up with 21? Yeah, I'm 35 minutes away, so let me know where you're going to be and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Oh, if we won the chip,
I don't know that we would have any player
I
go
don't
in the
think.
transfer
I don't know.
portal.
I don't know. I don't know that we would have any go either. I mean,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, I mean that could be true.
If Kentucky's offering them enough to stay and they're happy, they'll stay. You know, if Kentucky's not, they may test and see.
Well, see,
You know,
I know
but I
Mercury.
don't.
Mercury said Aberdeen. See, Aberdeen's a senior this year anyhow,
Yeah,
so we don't have to worry about him going into a transfer portal.
no. But now, you know, the Jasper Johnson, the Malachi Moreno, you know, those
Yeah,
guys. If somebody was going to go, if somebody was going to test the waters, you know, or if the
well,
transfer portal,
yeah.
I think it would be them.
Oway and Aberdeen is the only two players we would lose off of this roster next year. Every player is able to come back. So,
Right.
you know, we could lose one, we could lose two. We might not lose any of them. Add another couple freshmen. If Jasper goes pro, you know, there's not a possibility right now. Jasper could be a first round draft pick.
I mean, he could.
Yeah.
As far as Perry at Ole Miss, you know, good on him. I mean, I'm sure he's going to get more playing time. Um,
Yeah.
you know, a lot more than he would have gotten at Kentucky, and maybe he's just needs. I hate it that he's gone, but maybe he just needs a different team around him. Maybe he needs to play a different style of ball. Maybe he'll find his. You know, maybe it's you know, the plays that, you know, if you don't run a zone, if you don't, you know, maybe it's just the style. Maybe that wasn't his type of ball.
Well, I mean, I've talked, you know, to 3 or 4 or 5 different people, and who knows? Once he's a senior at Ole Miss, he could be like what we was talking about before, Miss Leigh, the next Travis Ford.
He
What
could.
and what says that he might say and reach out and say, I want to play my last year at Kentucky, you know, and
And he
transfer
might.
back.
And there's always that possibility.
Yeah,
Go get
I'm not.
better, come
Yeah,
back and start.
yeah.
You know, I mean, there's so many ways, so many scenarios that this could play out with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
I mean,
I just really do think that I think it's going to be I think it's going to benefit his game to be there where he can get
yeah.
more playing time. Oh, thanks. My one of my game watching shirts. It's
The
like
block
a
party.
good luck charm. Yeah, thanks. I've got some, you know, off the.
Well, Leanne, I don't really have, we don't have too much more to talk about anything. You know, it's, go ahead.
I want to remind everyone about our event,
Yeah.
Basketball for the Bluegrass, July 19th at the Lexington Ice Center at
Hmm.
2 p.m. It's $10 a person to get in. All proceeds are going to go for the people of London, Kentucky that were hit by the tornadoes. Um, and we hope that you can come out. We've got on Facebook, and Mike's even got it on the YouTube for Loyal BB and Fan Show. There's a little poster about it for more information.
Hmm.
If you want to donate, you can reach out to 21 or Mike, and they can help you with that.
Yeah. I
It's
didn't
going to be
actually,
exciting.
I didn't know exactly when he said the, you know, the ice center. And I've been there one time, but I never went to the basketball side. I went to the ice skating rink. But it actually has 2 full court basketball courts over on that side, and it's a nice looking area.
Right. I've never been there. I'm really excited for it. It's going to be amazing. The DJ is going to
That's
be the DJ that does basketball and football for UK. So that's really
DJ, yeah,
exciting.
DJ Knockout. Yeah,
Yes.
he's going to be there.
So that's going to be exciting. Carl, it was good seeing you. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Peanut, there is a mini golf course right there beside the ice center.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like mini golf. Chris, how many regular season losses do you think UK will have in the 4?
I'm thinking, I'm going to say 4. I'm going to say like 4.
4. But and on that note, Jimmy,
Oh, you're
Mike,
going to
you
go,
say 8?
Mike, you're going to go 8?
You think we're going to lose 8 regular season games? How about let's just cut
We're
it in
going
the
to lose
middle and
both
say
times to
6?
Tennessee. Yeah, just, hey, put Mike on mute. Where's my mute button here?
How do we do that? Let's meet in the middle. 6.
Hey, I'll take anything under 8 losses.
Yeah.
Anything under 8 losses with a national championship, I'll be
Oh
ecstatic.
yeah, that would be great. Chris said I project 6. Okay. Watch
Okay,
dog.
yeah.
Thank you, everybody. We love you and we appreciate. Click the like, share, subscribe.
Thank everybody
says 5.
here. We'll be back on here Monday night. Monday night, Mike, will be your last show here in the United States, right? Okay, so we'll be on here again Monday night at 6 o'clock. I think you'll be, when we do our show next Wednesday at 7, you'll be actually boarding a plane flying out. Yeah. Well, I know you'll still be on this show. You'll just be out of the country. Big Blue Nation's gonna still see your face. Leah is giving that face right. She's giving the gas face.
So hold on a minute. So let me get this straight. You're going to Lexington on Saturday. I'm not going to see you. Monday night is your last show in the United States. I'm not on your Monday night show. You just skirting me all the way around. Oh my goodness.
Well, hey, Mercury, hey, you've got my number. You got Miss Leigh's number. You can hit us up anytime and talk about anything, college basketball, Kentucky, everything like that. So.
And we know Mike ain't started doing nothing that he needs to do to get ready to go. So I know he's got stuff he needs to be doing.
Mike's in the background snacking. Y'all cannot see him, but he's eating, he's snacking. I don't know if he's got what kind of food he's got over there. Sunflower seeds, poppy seeds.
Last week, hey, the other night I had half a cheeseburger. That was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. I did eat it. It was so good. It was delicious. All right, Jimmy, you want to take us out?
Well, yeah, I'll take us out. Miss Leigh, thank you so much for being on here with me. Thank you, Big Mike, for being in the back, being the producer. I know 21 has a lot of stuff going on. If y'all are, thinking why he wasn't there or anything. BC, I don't know exactly. I guess he just been busy, with doing everything too, not being on our last show on Monday night. But we could not get over how great it is just to get on this show and see, Peanut, Mercury, Otis, Carl, everybody on here, share it with everybody because we appreciate this so much. The Loyal BBN Fan Show is here for you and all the, all the viewers that is watching us, everybody is commenting. It's all for you. It's not for us. We're just giving information and having fun with it. But thank you, Miss Leigh. Thank you, Big Mike. BBN Fan Show. We're going to sign off, and we're going to have a good night, and we'll be back on here Monday night at 6. Or it's 6 o'clock. Yes. Go Cats.
Blue.
Yeah, put the L's down.